In late October 2025, the world witnessed the birth of one of the most terrifying natural forces in modern history, Hurricane Melissa. What began as a harmless tropical disturbance off the west coast of Africa soon evolved into a monstrous Category 5 hurricane, a storm that defied every meteorological expectation. Within days, Melissa carved a path of destruction across the Caribbean, leaving behind not only physical devastation but also a growing list of unanswered questions and eerie coincidences that have fueled countless theories ever since. Let's dive into the story. Meteorologists first noticed Melissa around October 21st, when it was classified as a tropical depression drifting through unusually warm Atlantic waters. But what followed was anything but ordinary. Within just 24 hours, the storm's pressure dropped at an alarming rate, and wind speeds surged to record-breaking levels. By the time Melissa approached Jamaica, it had become one of the most powerful storms ever recorded in the Atlantic, with winds near 185 miles per hour, and a central pressure hovering around 892 millibars. Experts called it a meteorological beast, born from the perfect combination of heat, moisture, and unstable air. Yet even those explanations couldn't fully account for how Melissa intensified so quickly, far beyond what any forecast model predicted. When Melissa made landfall on October 28th near New Hope, Jamaica, it unleashed pure chaos. Entire neighborhoods were flattened, communication networks failed, and the island's power grid collapsed. Waves rose as high as buildings, tearing through coastal towns. Survivors spoke of a strange stillness before the wind struck, a suffocating calm that many later described as unnatural. In the aftermath, the storm left thousands displaced and billions in damage, while the nation struggled to make sense of the magnitude of what had just occurred. But as the dust settled, the mysteries began to surface. Scientists agreed that climate change played a role, pointing to sea surface temperatures nearly 3 degrees Celsius above normal. However, others weren't convinced that nature alone could explain Melissa's sudden transformation. Online forums and independent researchers began connecting dots, suggesting that something deeper, even intentional, might be at play. One popular theory involves geoengineering, the idea that experimental weather control programs may have inadvertently or deliberately influenced the storm's formation. Satellite imagery before landfall appeared to show unusual cloud patterns and symmetrical lightning flashes near the hurricane's eye, and anomalies that some experts struggled to explain. Could these have been natural coincidences or signs of electromagnetic interference in the atmosphere? No official answer was ever given. Another strange detail was Melissa's unwavering path. Historically, most major hurricanes weaken before reaching land, but Melissa maintained its full strength as it struck Jamaica directly, as though drawn to a fixed point. Some claimed that a rare heat pocket beneath the sea acted like an energy source, fueling the storm at the exact moment it should have begun to decay. A few locals along Jamaica's southern coast even reported strange lights in the sky hours before landfall, blue and white flashes that seemed to ripple through the clouds without thunder. To the scientific community, these might have been simple electrical discharges, but for others, they became part of a darker story and whispers of an unnatural force guiding the storm. Even after the winds faded, secrecy and confusion clouded the recovery efforts. Several parishes were cut off for days, and communications from smaller islands in the storm's path were lost. Unverified reports circulated of villages that vanished, not destroyed entirely, but strangely empty when rescue teams arrived. Official numbers remained inconsistent for weeks, with speculation that the true extent of the disaster had been quietly downplayed. Some even suggested that key meteorological data was withheld, possibly to prevent public panic or conceal the storm's unexplained behavior. Amid these mysteries, many turned to an unsettling theory that has circulated for decades. It is the existence of secret global weather control technologies. Whispers about government research projects like HARP, which is high-frequency active auroral research program and undisclosed military experiments, have long claimed that atmospheric manipulation is not only possible but has already been tested. Conspiracy theorists suggest that hurricanes like Melissa might not be entirely natural, but rather the unintended consequences of experiments designed to influence rainfall, control climate, or even use weather as a weapon. Though no official evidence supports these claims, the eerie timing, rapid intensification, and unexplainable phenomena surrounding Melissa have only deepened public suspicion that humankind may be tampering with powers far beyond its control. In the months following, Hurricane Melissa became more than just a natural disaster. It became a symbol of humanity's fragile control over nature. Environmental scientists cited it as evidence of an accelerating climate crisis. Conspiracy theorists, on the other hand, saw it as proof of hidden technologies tampering with the atmosphere. Whichever version one chooses to believe, one fact remains undeniable. Melissa revealed both the immense power of the Earth and the haunting possibility that not everything about it can be explained. Today, the name Melissa stands as a chilling reminder, not just of destruction, but of mystery. Some call it nature's warning. Others believe it was a glimpse into secrets we were never meant to uncover. Either way, Hurricane Melissa has etched its name into history as the storm that defied science and awakened fear in the unknown. Thank you so much for watching. See you next time.